everyone. Good afternoon. My name's Leonie. Hi Derek. Hi Carla. Hi Wei. Nice to see you again, Lynn. Hey Rani. So this is a 1-hour Qigong yoga class. Last week we learnt some acupressure points. Hey Deb. Did anyone give them a try at home? Did anyone give the acupressure points a try at home? Hello. So today we're going to get straight into some movement and we're going to focus on the neck and shoulders. So in Chinese medicine, and I'm very sorry for my Mandarin tones because my Mandarin tones are terrible. Awesome, Lynn. I'm glad to hear that you're using the acupressure points. So there's a saying that we use as the base of traditional Chinese medicine, and it is tong zhe bu tong. Butong zhe tong. So tong, depending on the tone, can mean pain or flow. So what this saying means is that when there is flow, there is no pain. When there is no flow, there is pain. So part of our Qigong practice is to create this flow to reduce or just remove any pain we're experiencing. And that could be emotional pain, physical pain, it could be an illness, it could be something musculoskeletal. So today we're going to focus more on our musculoskeletal system. Thank you, you're being very kind. I know it's not very good. So we're going to focus on the neck and shoulders and also our pelvic girdle because these are two very major intersections where we can get roadblocks in our qi that can eventually lead to imbalance and pain. And this can lead to problems in our central nervous system as well because we can have, for example, roadblocks around our neck and shoulders that can lead to a lack of flow of information from our brain to the rest of the body or from the rest of the body to the brain. And also sometimes pain in our neck and shoulders can cause headaches and migraines. And then around the pelvis, we have a lot of really important organs to do with our fertility, and so this can impact our fertility and that kind of health and our hormones and things like that. So we're just going to get straight into some movement, but we're going to begin with some cleansing breaths first. Generally in Chinese medicine or in our Qigong practice or the way we look at our body, we have yin and yang. And yang tends to be masculine and yin tends to be feminine, but we have qualities of both. So it's not like women are yin and men are yang. It's just a feminine quality and a masculine quality. So for women, we would tend to think of the left side as yin, and so we want to use our right hand on our lower abdomen and our left hand on top so that our yang can nourish our yin. For men, you're going to put your left hand on the lower abdomen and put your right hand on top so that yin can nourish your yang. And we're going to have a specific mudra, so depending on which hand is closest to your abdomen, you're going to have your top hand, the thumb's going to tuck under and press the center of your palm. This is our pericardium 8 point, PC8. So the top hand, the hand that furthest away from you, the thumb is going to tuck under and touch the center of your palm, the very center of the palm, the squishy part. And then the thumb of the hand that's closest to your belly is going to tuck into your large intestine 4 point. This is the point that we learnt last week. So if you're pregnant, don't worry about it because we're not going to squeeze on it or stimulate it. We're just resting it there. So we have this nice little mudra. We've got one thumb tucked over the top and under, pressing the palm, and the palm that's closest to your belly, the thumb is going to tuck over and rest in the thumb. So it's going to depend on whether you're male or female, whether you have your right hand closest to your body for female, or left hand closest to your body for male. And then we're going to find a Wuji stance. So Wuji stance, Wuji means nothingness. And so basically it's a stance or a standing position where we aren't efforting and we've found our complete center. So we tend to have our feet shoulder width or maybe a little bit wider. Rather than having your legs straight, soften the knees a little bit and bring your pelvis forward a little bit. And then start to feel heaviness through your tailbone. Relax your belly. And we're looking for one straight line from the center of our feet, the perineum, the shoulders and the crown of the head. And our crown is tending to be where the top of our ears intersect at the very center, where our nose and then the two tips of our ears would intersect. And that's our do channel and our number 20 point. And this is where we can feel like we're connecting with the sky. Almost like there is a hook that's on the top of our head and we're hooking it up so we're feeling light here. So go ahead and take a notice how you're feeling. You might want to rock forward a little bit and rock back a little bit, rock a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, and then moving and shifting the weight until you've found a place that feels like it's very center. And it could feel like we're just very beginning to sit down onto a chair, just very beginning. So we're not sitting all the way down into a squat, but it's like we're just beginning that very first descent into a chair. Feel a little bit of a lift through the center of your chest. Comfortably take your chin backwards a little bit with the intention of opening up the back of the neck. So at the back of the neck, we have a point called our Do 14. This is on our governing vessel that runs along the center of our back body. And this is a point where all of our yang channels intersect. So it's a really important intersection of the flow of qi here. And so if we're always bringing our chin forward and head back like this, we're compressing and blocking the flow of qi. But if we bring our chin back a little bit and lengthen through the back of the neck, we're going to open this point and then therefore create more free flow. If we think of a major intersection on the road, and there might be a road blockage and it affects all of the other roads that are leading to and leading away. In the same sense, we can think of this point here as a really important intersection point. And then when you feel comfortable and centered, start to breathe into your belly. So you might even feel the abdomen expand into your hands. The palms are just below your belly button, about 3 or 4 finger widths. This is our lower dantian, where our qi is stored. And then when you breathe out, let it feel effortless, like a releasing and a letting go. Breathing deeply into your belly. And then breathe out of the mouth, let go, cleansing breaths. So we're going to take a few more. Breathing in through the nose, feel a sense of softening and expanding around your belly. Out of the mouth, releasing and letting go, like your feet are sinking more deeply into the ground, but the spine stays light and tall. Deep breath in through the nose, maybe even give yourself a smile. Cleansing, releasing breath out of the mouth. Deep breath in through the nose. Out of the mouth. Inhaling. Exhaling. Take a few more in and out breaths at your own pace and start to feel your body become even more open and relaxed. Not in a sense of becoming heavy like a pile of bricks, but in a sense of letting go of effort as though water or something like an energy source around you was holding you up and making you buoyant without you needing to effort muscularly. Starting to feel like your joints are becoming looser and more open. The body's becoming lighter and more free. And the mind is becoming more quiet and peaceful as we really bring ourselves into the present moment. So throughout the practice, you're welcome to continue breathing in through the nose and out of the mouth if you like that. Or you might now like to start to breathe in through the nose and out of the nose. It's really up to you. So we're going to just relax our arms down, become a little bit loose and soft. And now we're coming to knock on the door, knock on the gate of life. Our gate of life is our Mingmen point, which is right between our two kidneys. So it's basically at the same level of our lower dantian, about 3 or 4 finger widths below our belly button, and then right at the center of the spine. And we're going to knock on this door, knock on this acupressure point with loose fists. So we're going to sway and dong, 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 dong. Just knock on that area like you're just helping to shift anything that might be stuck or stagnant there. Any life force that might be restricted. And as you swing from one side to the other, one hand is going to knock on your gate of life, and the other hand can knock on your lower dantian or at the hip crease. And let your head move as well, so it's like your whole spine is having this really gentle twist. We did this a couple of weeks ago, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago now, and I mentioned a totem tennis pole. The pole that you can jam into the ground, into the grass, and it has a string with a tennis ball attached onto the end, and you can play tennis with yourself or with your friends just using this swinging device. So in the same way, create some momentum so that you're not mechanical, you're using momentum and really free joints and loose spine and loose pelvis. Smooth, deep breaths in and out. We're not hitting ourselves really hard. It's just like a little knock, a little tap, feeling a bit of vibration in the area, freeing up any stagnant chi. So we're going to move up with one hand. The hand at the front now that's knocking your lower abdomen is going to come to the top of your lung channel, or the very beginning of your lung channel, just near your armpit underneath the collarbone. This is where our lung channel begins, so this is great at freeing up any stagnation in the chest. And again, look over the shoulder if you like, really loose spine, feeling comfortable and free, using momentum. So we're not mechanical, we're not using our muscular effort to control the movement. We're really just swinging liberally. So make sure you don't have any chairs or people around. Making myself laugh. Good, now we're going to move to our gallbladder 21 point at the top of our shoulder. Knock. So this is a really great point for freeing up any roadblocks around the neck and shoulders. Smooth, deep breaths in and out. Free, momentum, rhythmic movements. Loose fists so that it feels gentle rather than really tight, closed fists. And then slowing down a little bit, coming back to the lung point. The lung point near your armpit, just under the side of the collarbone on either side of your chest. Helping us breathe a little bit more fully. Nourishing our lung chi. And then back down to the lower abdomen or to the hip crease, wherever feels most natural and comfortable. And then slow down even more. Just take a casual stance. We're still in our Wuji stance, so nice and neutral, tall spine, heavy pelvis, neutral pelvis, pubic bone forward a little bit, soft knees. And just breathe and notice if you can feel anything shift, like maybe there's a little bit more chi in your body now, like maybe there's a tingling or a vibration or a new sense of aliveness, that you've freed up any roadblocks and now the chi is moving and circulating throughout your body that little bit more freely. So here we're going to come into our shaking. It's like we're bouncing. And again, this is very similar to our knocking on the door or the gate of life, in that we're not controlling the movements, we're not being mechanical, we're just rebounding. If you need to take it gentle because you might have had a brain injury or something's not feeling right, just shake out separate parts of your body, an arm, a leg, the bottom, the shoulders, or if you're pregnant, or if you're feeling quite good, really rebound up and down, almost like you're on a mini trampoline. And we're looking for the feeling as though every cell in the body is free and bouncing and vibrating. You might like to loosen your wrists and flick your fingers like you're flicking off any dark, stagnant, dirty energy out of the body. We have a lot of really important points around our wrist joints, our lung, heart, pericardium, large intestine, small intestine, and sun jiao. So this is a really great way to get the qi flowing. You can have your body shaking left to right. This will help to lubricate and loosen the hip joints. Make sure your knees are bent like they're springs rather than like they're bricks. Relax the shoulders, relax the head, let your head shake as well. You can even take your arms up to the sky if you like. Really loose and floppy, almost like a rag doll or a super lazy cat. If you've ever picked up a really lazy cat, they're so floppy, it's so nice. You can just drape them over your shoulder like noodles. Get a little bit slower and faster now. Slower and faster. Keep your smooth, deep breaths in and out. Awakening and enlivening breath in, cleansing and releasing breath out. Keep the joints relaxed and soft. Make sure you're not tensing the muscles. Stay floppy like a rag doll. But see if you can now make the shaking a little bit more smaller and isolated. Maybe by making the movement smaller and faster, you can feel the vibration even more. When I shake really small and quickly, I can feel like my whole body is buzzing and vibrating, and that sense of aliveness, that sense of flow of qi almost gets amplified. So notice what you can feel in your own body. Like you're shaking out anything that's stagnant, toxic, out of balance. And then find stillness, let your palms face each other. Keep your knees bent, your wuji stance. And see if you can feel anything interesting between your palms. Any sense of energy, tingling, warmth, pulsating, light. Everyone experiences their qi, their life force differently. So be curious about how your body gives you signs or senses of your own qi. And you can start to play with this energy. You could expand the palms away from each other. And then you could condense the palms towards each other. You could circle the palms and notice if you can feel anything interesting interacting between the palms and the fingers. And then clap your palms together and rub them vigorously, creating some friction and some more heat. Rubbing the palms flat against each other, your PC8 point, the point that we had in our mudra at the beginning of our practice. Rubbing vigorously, and once you've found some heat there, place your hands on your kidneys. So either side of your Mingmen point at your back where we were knocking before. And just feel that warmth penetrate down into your kidneys here. Smooth, deep breaths in and out. Can you feel that nourishment from your palms entering your kidneys? Our kidneys are really important in terms of our energy because they form this kind of like a tire around our midsection, our lower dantian, our Mingmen, our gate of life, and our two kidneys. And this is where our energy is stored. It's like our battery pack of life force. And then from here, we're going to do some rotations around our girdle vessel. Our girdle vessel is an extraordinary channel that runs around our lower abdomen, almost like a belt around our lower abdomen. So with soft knees, start to make some circles in an anti-clockwise direction, just as though your tailbone was drawing a circle on the ground around your feet. This is going to be really nice at freeing up any stagnation around the hip joint. So you could even visualize your thigh bone rolling in the hip socket. When our joints roll smoothly, they literally do lubricate themselves because the movement creates more production of synovial fluid. And so the synovial fluid is what hydrates and nourishes and lubricates our joints. You can make your circles wider now, spiraling out even more widely. If it feels better, take your feet wider. If it feels better, have your feet closer together. Feel welcome to have your knees bent or straight, whatever feels really good for your own body. And now we're going to make our spirals smaller, almost like we're winding into the center, almost like a whirlpool of water going down a drain. So now we're getting more refined in our articulation of the pelvis, the sacrum, and the lower back. And once you've made your circles as small as you possibly can, go in the other direction. Starting small and then get bigger and bigger in a clockwise direction now. Again, drawing with your tailbone a circle on the ground around your feet. Straight legs, bent knees, wide feet, closer together feet. Decide what works for your own body. And then get bigger and bigger. Let the movement be really smooth. If you notice any jaggedness to your movement, like you're drawing a box or a square rather than a circle, just be amused and curious. Sometimes because of our lifestyles, we get what is called sensory motor amnesia, where our sensory motor system forgets what it's able to do smoothly. So our movements can get rigid and box-like because we're so used to moving in a two-dimensional fashion, and the brain forgets that the body can actually move in 3 dimensions. And then getting smaller and smaller. Seeing if you can make the movement as smooth when you're making small circles as you could when you were making large circles. I find the smaller articulation a little bit more difficult than the bigger ones. I don't know if you feel the same. Sometimes my circle moves more like into an oblong rather than a nice smooth circle. And then find stillness. Relax your arms down. We're going to gather energy. Breathe in. Soften the elbows. Exhale like you're pouring nice, warm, healing energy over yourself like a shower. Breathe in, gather. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathing out. 2 more. Inhale. Gathering energy. Exhale, pouring it all over yourself, like you're giving yourself a chi shower. Inhale. This time on the exhale, spiral your thumbs out wide to the side. The palms are facing the ceiling. So we're wringing our arms backwards. Both thumbs are pointing in the back direction and the palms are facing the ceiling. Relax the rest of the body. Relax the shoulder blades down the spine. Keep your collarbones broad and your chest open. Wring your arms as much as you can, but stay comfortable. So if it's a little bit too uncomfortable, your thumbs could point down rather than backwards. Then take your right ear over to your right shoulder, and then turn your nose up on a diagonal to the left top corner of the room, and then down on a diagonal towards your right heel. Smooth and gentle, relaxing and looking upwards on a diagonal, and then looking down on a diagonal. Make the movement really smooth and keep breathing deeply in and out so that the movements are nourishing and hydrating rather than dry and without any chi. Broad chest, relax the shoulders down. Then bring your chin to your chest, roll the left ear over to the left shoulder, then look up on a diagonal to the top right corner of the room, and then down to your left heel. Smooth, gentle breaths in. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale, keep the shoulders down, shoulder blades back down the spine, open chest. Chin to chest, relax the arms down, breathe in, gather energy. Exhale down. We're coming to a reset. From the earth, breathe energy up to your heart space. Like you're sliding doors open, peel the heart space open. Spread the arms out wide. This time the palms are facing the ceiling. Exhale, reach as far as you can from your collarbones out to your fingertips. Breathe in, send the arms up to the sky. Exhale, grow as tall as you can. Feel as though your vertebrae are separating away from each other, hydrating your vertebral discs. Maybe even float up onto the toes. Breathe in down to the chest. Energy starts to descend. Then exhale down to the earth. We've got 4 more of these. Breathe in, energy starts to rise to the heart space. Peel the doors open, exhale, stretch, feel really good. Reach out from the center of your chest to your fingertips. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, project even more. Send the shoulders up to the ears. Feel everything lift, maybe even float onto the toes. Inhale, the energy starts to feel as though it's starting to sink back down to the heart. And then breathing out all the energy down to the ground. 3 more, breathe in. Slide your heart open, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, reach, even let the shoulder blades slide up. Inhale, sinking back down to the heart. Exhale down. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. We have a point just underneath our big toe that helps to stimulate our cerebellum, which helps to ward off dementia. So rising onto your toes like this is a really great way, if you do it regularly, part of your Qigong practice maybe, or just as an exercise, you can help keep your brain young and healthy. Inhale. Exhale. If you have any older grandmas or grandpas or your mum or dad, you can also manually stimulate this point like an acupressure point as well to help them ward off dementia. This is our last one. Qigong 1, we're going to lift energy from the ground. Suck it up through your feet and your arms. Bring your hands to your side body. Exhale down. If this is your first time, just follow along. Circle your arms out and wide. Lift up. Breathe in. Exhale down, soft elbows. Scoop energy away from you, like you're scooping up a bucket of water. Bring it into your third eye, flip the palms out, exhale. A C curve in the spine, breathe up the back body. Exhale down the front body, 4 more Dantian rolling breaths. Breathing up the back body, your Du channel, your governing vessel. Breathing down your front body, your Ren channel, your conception vessel. Creating this microcosmic orbit. As you move like this, feel your organs also lift up and then squish down, like you're giving them a really nice massage. Smooth and fluid. Inhaling. Exhale out the palms, gather energy into your third eye. Exhale down. Reset, breathe in from the ground up to the heart. Open your heart space, reach out, exhale. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, grow tall. Inhale to the heart space. Exhale back down. Double eel swimming, scoop from around your kidneys up to the sky, spiraling your arms open and up. And then waving down. Again, a C curve in the spine. So what I mean by that, we have this embryonic C curve. We're not poking our butt out like this. We're rounding down, and then we're just lifting up our chest. Round. Squish the organs, give them a nice cleansing massage. And up. 45 degrees to the right side, keep your feet parallel, feel a bit of stretch in your side body. Move from your lower dantian, that space just beneath your belly button, where your chi is. So we want to feel like the chi is lifting up, 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 up through the arms, and then returning back down to the abdomen. Lift up the chi, lift the organs, open the chest, the heart, then send the energy back down to the abdomen. 90 degrees, same side, so it's just a little bit further now. Smooth movements like you're swimming or like you're dancing. Degrees. You don't need to be specific, so just take it a little bit further than 90, as far as the body feels comfortable. Returning through center, double heel at center. To the left side, 45 degrees. Whole body clean out. Front body, back body, inner arm, outer arm, side leg, inner leg, outer hip. Feel like you're rinsing and cleansing, increasing that flow, that tong of chi throughout your meridian channels so that you can get rid of the other tong, the pain. Let's take it 90 degrees now, just that little bit further. Just that little bit further again, maybe 135 degrees, maybe less, maybe more. Listen to your body. Can you begin to feel like there is energy that's helping you move? It's not mechanical or muscular anymore. It's energy. The energy is helping you to lift up and open, and then the energy is waving and closing the body back down. It almost feels as though your body is in water or like an astronaut on the moon without gravity. Return through center, double heel at center. Lifting up, then down. Resetting. From the earth, breathe up to the heart. Exhale, open, reach out long to the sides. Feel really good. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, everything projects towards the ceiling, maybe even floating to your toes. Inhale, beginning to descend with your energy to the heart, then back down to the ground. Qigong 2. Lift energy up to your heart space. Take your arms out like Y, like the letter Y. Project out through the palms. Feel good, confident, strong, and resilient. The shapes we make with our body can really affect how we feel. This shape is a great one if you need a boost of confidence or a boost of resilience or belief in yourself. It's very difficult to feel depressed or like you can't achieve something in this shape. How does this shape feel in your body? Breathe your fingertips towards each other. The palms are facing the ceiling. Exhale, push out through your palms. Lift up, grow tall. Lift the organs, lift the perineum. Inhale, take the hands back down to the knees or shin. Exhale from your lower belly, like you're circling energy from the lower abdomen out the palms to the ground. Breathe in, take the fingertips forward. Exhale, project. Lift the organs, push out through the palms. Inhale, drop your fingers now. Exhale from the dantian, project energy out of your fingertips. Can you feel energy pull there? Breathe in, lift the elbows out wide to the side. Exhale, lift the organs of perineum. This time, project energy out of your third eye. Swoop the arms back up to the sky. Yay hands. This is what I like to call it because it's like, yay, I feel really good, confident, resilient. Then spiral your fingers back to your center body. Take your arms out wide to the side. The thumbs roll backwards. The thumbs are reaching back, the palms are up towards the ceiling. Exhale, lift the perineum and the organs. Project energy out of your third eye. Breathe your fingertips towards each other. 5 dantian rolling breaths. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Rolling up the back body. Cascading down the front body. Exhale out of the palms, energy into the third eye, and down. Reset, breathe in. Slide those doors open, reach out to the side, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, grow even taller. Everything becomes light and light and lifts like someone's tugging at your fingertips or wrists. Inhale to the heart. Exhale to the ground. From here we're going to make some kangaroo claws with our palms. Monkey standing. Lift everything up. Lift the shoulders up to the ears. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You can stay on your heels if that's more stable for you, or you can even lift up onto your toes. Lift the perineum, lift the organs. This is excellent for our neck and shoulders. Take another big breath in. Exhale, lift even more from your lower dantian, project out of your third eye forward. Inhale, take your gaze towards the right side, keep lifting everything up. Exhale, lift more as you look to the right side. Inhale, look forward, keep lifting, lifting, lifting. Over to the left side, exhale, project, lift even more through the perineum, the organs out of the third eye. Inhale, center, to the right. Exhale, project. Inhale through center, lift, lift, lift. To the left. Exhale, project. Shoulders right up at the ears like you're squeezing a sponge. Inhale, lift, 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 squeeze, squeeze, squeeze that sponge. Exhale, let everything drop. Feel the release. Reset, breathe into the heart space. Open the doors, exhale, reaching out to the sides, from the collarbones to the fingertips. Breathe in up to the sky. Exhale. Spread the shoulder blades, spread the vertebra. Inhale to the chest. Exhale down. Monkey standing, beginning on the left side. Find those kangaroo claws. Lift everything up. Lift through the perineum, the base of hammock of your pelvic floor. Lift the organs, project out of the third eye. Breathe in, look to the left side. Exhale, project to the left. Lift, lift, lift. Inhale, look forward, then to the right side. Exhale, project. Inhale, look forward to the left. Exhale, project. Squeeze that sponge at the neck and shoulders. Inhale, look forward and then to the right side. Exhale, project. Lift, lift, lift. Inhale, look forward, squeeze that sponge at the neck and shoulders, lift everything up. Then exhale, let everything drop down. Feel the release. Breathe in, resetting up to the heart. Exhale, reach out to the sides. Inhale, up to the sky. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, gorilla standing. This time we find our kangaroo claws, but we roll our shoulder blades back and down the spine and take our hands next to the rib cage. The shoulders are down away from the ears this time. The chest is broad. Soft knees, lift the chest and lift the third eye. So we're lifting up through the chest and we're lifting up through the third eye. So even though we're looking up, we're not collapsing the neck backwards. We're lifting, so the back of the neck stays really nice and long. Broad chest, shoulders down. Look over towards the left side as you drop your right ear to the right shoulder. Then look over towards the right side as you drop your left ear over to the left shoulder. Looking over to the left side, right ear, right shoulder. Looking over to the right side, left ear, left shoulder. Shoulders down. Feel that really nice stretch along the side of your neck. Look up, lift through the third eye, lift through the chest, lift, lift, lift. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. And then drop everything. Good. Breathing up to the heart. Resetting. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in. Breathing out. Gorilla standing, beginning on the left side. Our kangaroo claws scoop up. Broad the chest. Shoulders roll back and down. It's almost like we're trying to squeeze the tips of the shoulder blades towards each other. Then lift through the center of your chest and your third eye, long back of neck. Breathe in. Left ear, left shoulder, breathe out. Look to the right. Looking to the left now, right ear, right shoulder, breathe in. Exhale, drop the shoulders. Breathing in. Exhale, keep lifting the chest and the third eye. Breathing in. Exhale. Breathing in through center, lift through the third eye, lift through the chest, shoulders back and down, lift. Then exhale, drop everything. Reset, breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3D energy ball, beginning with hugging tree. Scoop a large bucket of energy down from the ground. Find your Wuji stance again. So feet shoulder width or maybe wider. Knees bent. Pubic bone forward a little bit so the perineum is at the center of the feet. Keep your chest broad, elbows relaxed. If at any time you feel tension building in the neck and the shoulders, just drop the arms, give them a shake, and then find your arms again. So the fingertips are facing towards each other, but they're not touching. The palms are projecting towards your heart space, the center of your nipples. Relax the belly, find smooth, deep in and out breaths. As the hips begin to sit, feel the spine lengthen up. Chin back just a little bit, opening that connection point at the back of the neck. Feel the chest open. And just take a moment to close your eyes and feel very steady and strong. Feel as though your feet are connecting with the earth like strong, steady roots grounding down, taking nourishment up from the soil, life force, inspiration. And at the same time, feel as though the top of your head, where the tips of your ears meet, and the tip of your nose connects at that very top point, feel as though that point is connecting into the ceiling. The spine is open, loose and long. The chest is open. The belly is very relaxed. Feel the joints loose and open as though your chi, your life force energy, is circulating throughout your whole body easily. No more roadblocks. Can you begin to feel a sense of peacefulness, groundedness, and a sense of calm? You could also visualize in your mind your arms hugging a really old, wise tree. Like the wisdom from that old tree is circulating through your body, helping you become more balanced, grounded, strong, and steady. Relax neck and shoulders, relaxed abdomen. Body becoming more and more comfortable and easeful. And can you now start to visualize in your mind, from your feet, energy rising from the earth up your legs, spiraling up your spine, and at the base of your neck, at your cervical vertebra number 7, where our do 14 point is, that energy separates and spills down both of your arms, pulling into your palms, right to the fingertips. From the feet, energy rises up the legs, spiraling up the spine, at the base of the neck, dividing and spilling down your arms, pulling into the palms, right to the fingertips. Feel that charge get stronger and stronger until you maybe begin to feel some pulsating in your fingertips. Maybe tingling, vibrating, pulsating, heat, maybe something else. Notice how your body shows you your chi. And with all of that energy that's projecting and pulling into your palms, at the very center of your palm, can you now project from both palms energy right to the center of your chest, right at the center between both of your nipples? Like this energy from the earth is projecting out of your palms and penetrating into your heart. Project so much energy into your heart space that it starts to radiate beyond the heart, filling your chest, maybe even filling your whole torso, maybe even expanding out to the edges of your body. Breathing energy from the feet, up the legs, up the spine, dividing down the arms, pulling into the palms, projecting into your heart space, radiating outwards. Maybe feeling your whole body smiling and glowing with this nourishing energy source. 3D energy ball, we're going to begin to breathe in and rise up a little bit, like we're becoming a bit lighter, and then exhale, sit down a little bit, like we're just beginning to sit down on a chair. Almost like we're bobbling up and down in water. Breathe in, lift up a little bit. Exhale, sit down a little bit. Inhale. Exhale. Like gentle waves are making the body rise and fall effortlessly, in time with the natural rhythm of your own breath. This time as you exhale, dip your right elbow down to your right hip. Keep your hugging tree arms and take your right elbow close to your right ear. Exhale, cross the center line, dipping your left elbow down to your left hip. Lift your left elbow close up to your left ear, crossing the center line, right elbow down to right hip. We're making a figure of 8 or an infinity sign with this hugging tree ball that we have between our arms. So the closer you get your bicep to the ear, the more range of motion you're going to make. So you can make this a really big, wide range of motion, lubricating the shoulders and the hip joints. Or you can make this a smaller range of motion depending on how your body feels. Lifting up, breathing in. Exhale, as you cross the center line, feel your organs get massaged. Inhale, lift up, energy rises. Exhale, down. Find a rhythm that suits your body, almost like there is this natural wave, this natural rhythm that you've found that feels so easeful. Like you're sitting in a boat, traveling down the natural stream of water effortlessly, rather than efforting and rowing the boat. Let the energy carry the boat rather than you having to row all the way and use a lot of effort. The Taoists practiced Qigong a lot because it was a very effortless way to look after the body. So if we think of all of the exercise routines that we can do, I suppose marathon running and CrossFit and really heavy weightlifting can be seen as very strenuous and taking a lot of effort. And then things like Qigong, Tai Chi, restorative yoga take less effort. And the Taoists valued the exercises that kept them healthy, that took less effort, because they understood that effort takes energy and we want to maintain our energy rather than deplete the energy. So the more effortless you can become in your Qigong practice, the less you try, actually the more effective it becomes. Because rather than consuming our energy to make the movements happen, we're maintaining our energy and keeping it inside our body and increasing it and circulating it in the body for the body's use, rather than for the body's expenditure through overexertion. And the Taoists have a saying for this. It's called Wei Wu Wei, or just Wu Wei, doing but not doing. So you achieve the same results, which is health and a nice long happy life, but without having to consume so much energy, without having to exert so much effort. And this is what they valued a lot. And this is why often they could live for 100 years and even beyond. Can you feel how this is lubricating not only the shoulder girdle as you make these big, wide, easeful, soft circles, but also your hip joints? Can you feel how your hip joints are also moving in this really lovely rotating pattern? You can bend your knees as much as you like or as little as you like. Bending the knees more is going to build more strength if you need a bit more strength in the legs. If there's anything uncomfortable in the knees, just keep it high. Remind yourself to move from your center so that the sea of qi coming from your lower dantian below the belly button is what's creating the movement rather than your mechanical, muscular, dry effort. Let's let the energy drop down. Reset, breathe into the heart. Slide those doors open your heart space, exhale. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale even further. Inhale to the chest. Exhale down. Just a little bit of fun now, Qigong swinging. Flick your palms forward and up, then flick your palms back and behind. Using momentum now, soft knees, relaxed neck and shoulders, relaxed loose hips, relaxed belly. We're finding a rhythm and momentum that feels really good for ourselves. This is going to be fantastic to increase circulation. So maybe now we've freed up any traffic jams in our meridians, but now we want to increase that traffic flow. We want to let it come back to something more comfortable and healthful if it's a bit sluggish. So you can do this a bit slower if there's anything that's not feeling right, or you can go really, really fast if you like, but keep it loose, not mechanical. So rely on momentum. When we bring our hands forward and up, we're flexing at the wrists, opening the palms up to the ceiling, so that we're coaxing the meridians on the inside of the arms to get more sensation, more stimulus. And as we swing our arms back, we're flexing the palms, like our palms are trying to tap our wrist, so that now we're extending and stimulating the channels at the back of the arms. Smooth, steady, deep breaths in and out. Relax neck and shoulders, soft knees. This is a really nice movement to do if you wanted a moving meditation. You could begin with 5 minutes, set yourself a timer, maybe on your phone, go outside, or if you have a balcony, or in the park if you're allowed to do that. And just give this a try with smooth, deep breaths in and out. And then maybe next time work your way up to 10 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe even half an hour. And over time, you'll find that it's such a lovely way to meditate. It's almost like you've dropped into this natural rhythm of your own body. You're moving and increasing the circulation of qi, but at the same time, there's this incredible sense of peacefulness and calm. I'm the kind of person that really needs a lot of movement. So being in this circuit breaker period amongst 4 walls, not being able to move a lot is really difficult. So this is something that I use a lot just to get that feeling of movement, getting rid of any stagnation. And if you live in Asia, if you're in Singapore here, I've seen this a bit with aunties and uncles, or if you live in China or Hong Kong or Taiwan, you might have seen aunties and uncles in the parks doing this, and it's a really great way to boost the cardiovascular system and circulation without damaging the knees. So for example, if you have a knee injury or a hip injury and you can't run anymore, or you can't walk briskly, this is just as good to increase the circulation through your body. Of course, the circulation of qi, because we're doing Qigong, but also the circulation of blood, which carries our oxygen and nutrients to each cell in the body. Let's slow down a little bit. And then we're just gathering energy, beginning to close now, breathe in. All of that energy that you've created now, pour it all over yourself like a shower. Really feel it cleansing anything that might be negative in the mind, anything that's stuck in your heart, anything that's sluggish in your abdomen and digestion. Breathe in, gather. Exhale, soothing, balancing, grounding, and calming down now. Inhale. Bringing the energy back down past the face, the head space, the heart, the chest, the abdomen, down through the legs to the feet. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Starting to feel the body winding back down, recollecting all of your energy and bringing it back home into your lower dantian. Allow this to feel really soothing, grounding, and calming. Calming any busyness in the headspace, anything hurt and painful in your heart, anything stagnant or sluggish in your abdomen.